What's up, everybody? I'm trying to make a video. I think there's a lot of people that want to get into trucking, and there's so many lies and misconceptions about the trucking business right now. And one of my biggest things is I read these ads that say you can make up to this and you can make up to that. Well, those are all BS. 99% of them are BS. Anything that says up to, just ignore whatever they say. Yeah, you can make money, but let me put it to you this way. When I signed up with my company, I'm a pharma driver. I haul pharmaceuticals, and I work as a team with my buddy, and we make 90 cents a mile split. When I first signed up, they were like, "Oh, you can make up to like 110,000 a year," and I'm like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" I'm like, no. When they say that, okay, let me put it to you this way: if you want to make $110,000 a year being a truck driver, you better never get a flat tire. You never break down. You never stop for lunch. You never stop for gas. The truck doesn't stop moving, period. Every single time you go to a drop off or a pickup, they're sitting there like a pit crew waiting to unload you or load you. Like, you don't even wait for 2 seconds. You never take a day off. You work 365 days a year. The truck never stops. You don't sleep. You are a robot. That's the only way, as a company driver, you're ever going to make anywhere close to $110,000 a year. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Now, snap back to reality. My average checks at 90 cent a mile split, putting up with all the BS that I have to put up with every week. That's all the waiting to get loaded and unloaded, which is going to happen to you all the time. I average, after taxes, usually around $1,100 a week. That's what I bring home. So I make somewhere close to around $5,000 a month after taxes. That's reality. That's two guys working all the time. Truck doesn't stop. I mean, I'm not going to say the truck doesn't stop. And I wanted to save this for a different video, but as a team, see, there's pros and cons to being a team as opposed to being solo. Being solo, if you can find a solo job making at least 60 to 70 cents a mile solo, just take it. You will be happier in the long run. I think a lot of the reason why people are happier in the long run as a solo driver, and maybe they don't even realize this, is that it's not that you're by yourself and you can do whatever you want. It's the fact that you can wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, you can do all your miles, and at around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you can park. You got the rest of the night off. You can relax, do whatever you want, dude. Y'all don't realize how much you appreciate that after you've been driving, humping all day long. You know, because as a team driver, they use that to their advantage, man. They take advantage of you. The company will take advantage of it. They're like, well, you guys are teams, you're not supposed to stop. You know, so there's been times when I've gone like 36 hours straight of driving, like nonstop. You know, I'm driving, he's sleeping. He's sleeping, I'm driving. You know, we're just constantly switching in and out. And if you're going to do team driving, you better get used to the idea of sleeping in a bouncy house, man. I'm telling you, because you get on some roads and some places, and it just makes you miserable, dude. And sleeping for like 2 hours at a time when you know you got to get up in a few hours and drive for like 600 miles, you know, it's stuff like that you better think about, you know. And I'm not going to say don't do one or the other. I think I don't regret getting into trucking as a team driver because I got somebody that has my back all the time, and he's going to say the same exact thing, you know, because getting in, I was a rookie. All I had was a little bit of hotshot experience, which didn't work out because back then I was really young and had no experience, didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, if you're getting into it and you can find somebody to work with you, definitely do it. That'll make your life a lot easier. But I think after a while, once you get experience, man, if you just, like I said, going back to having that time to yourself every day, it's invaluable. I mean, you can't really put a value on being able to rest every day. You know, the truck stops, you get to take a break, You can sleep when the truck's not moving. You know, you can do your own thing. You don't have to worry about, is this guy want to do this? You know, you got to keep that guy happy. You know, you just do whatever you want. You know, but those ads. Oh, and the other thing is the bonuses. A lot of places they're offering bonuses, which is nice. It's nice. You know, company I'm with, they gave me. I started in November. When I come from Pam, I started this company in November, and they gave me a $5,000 sign-on bonus, which you don't get all of that at once. Trust me. You get $500 once a month, you know, until it's paid off. And I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I only get like maybe half of that. Half of that is eaten up in taxes. I just got one of them last week, and out of a $500 bonus, I brought home $283. So, yeah, it's nice that you get a bonus, but I wouldn't get super excited about it. Just like I said, don't fall for these lies about, as a company driver, you're gonna make all this money. Expect to make, as a company driver, if you can make around $1,000, $1,100 a week, you're doing pretty good as a company driver. A company driver, not a lease purchase, not an owner operator, not a flatbed driver, any of that stuff. A regular company driver. And all my stuff I do is all drop and hook, you know. So, but it doesn't always work out the way they try to sell it to you, man. So just be weary of everything. And if you feel like your company's really screwing you, just remember there's like 1 billion other companies out there. Don't feel like you're obligated to stay with these people. There's like 5 million trucking companies out there, and one of them will always be better than the next. One of them will always, you know, they'll always have their pros and cons, every one of them. Like when I was with Pam, I got a lot of time off if I wanted to, but they screwed up my check all the time, and the pay just sucked, you know. So like the company I'm with now, the pay is really good, but I rarely get any time off. You know, I'm out for 3-4 weeks at a time. You know, I just got super lucky. Right now, I'm off for 10 days, but that never happens. The only reason I'm off for 10 days right now is because my truck broke down, and it's in Kentucky right now, and they're fixing it. So, you know, stuff like that's going to happen. The other thing is, like, I don't know, as a team driver, you get these little stints of time where, like, we will bust ass for like 2 to 3 days, and then all of a sudden we'll get 2 days off. And by 2 days off, I don't mean you're off. I just mean you're not working. You're sitting in a truck stop somewhere for 2 days waiting for the next run, you know? That's just how it works out. But I don't know. I wanted you guys to know what you're getting into as a truck driver, and don't believe all these lies. Don't believe the recruiters. Oh my God, those guys are full of BS, man. I'm telling you. The safety guy, yeah. And when you get into a company and you're sitting in the classroom, your first day of classroom training or whatever, it's like orientation, and the safety guy comes in there and he starts giving you all these BS stories and stuff, and don't do this and don't do that or you'll get fired. Don't believe 90% of the stuff they're saying. They're like, oh, if you go 11 miles an hour over the speed limit one time, we're going to fire you. Just don't believe any of that. They say all this stuff just to scare you. They say all this stuff to scare you because they want to keep you driving safely. If you're going to drive safely, that's fine. That's awesome. But don't believe all the BS they're feeding you. You know, I understand why they do it, because you get a lot of weird drivers that just suck, you know. But a lot of it, it's all boogeyman stuff. A lot of it, they say just to scare you. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that as a guy. I don't have a whole lot of experience. I've been doing it for a little over a year now, but I've definitely learned enough and been in enough places to know that some people in this business are just completely full of it. And you got to ask yourself, what's more important to you, the money or the time off? Because you're not going to get them both. Trust me. If the truck's not moving, you're not making any money. Oh, best piece of advice, listen to my face. Don't go to a company unless they offer you a guaranteed minimum salary. I get a guaranteed minimum salary of $1,300 a week. but it's not $1,300. After taxes, it's like $1,100. So if they say, "Oh, we guarantee you $1,500 a week," that's before taxes. Okay, so you calculate what it's going to be after taxes. If they say $1,500 a week, you know, and like I said, always be on the lookout for the up to, because up to means I could pay you $2. If I said, "Oh, I'll pay you up to $100,000 a year," you know, I just said up to. I gave you $10. I said up to. So I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's all a scam. It's a lie. So just don't fall for that. Anyway, just thought I'd make this video. All right, common sense ain't common.